Hi everybody, and welcome to class. Today we will be looking at a very common problem known as the early arm bend. We're going to specifically look at one common reason behind the early arm bend, which is lack of tightness in the upper back. Now, how do you know that your early arm bend is due to lack of tightness in the upper back? You can just take a look at your lifts. Freeze your video somewhere mid-second pull and have a good look at your posture. The key thing here is that you can't properly relax your arms unless your back is tight. If you lose tightness in your back, you're going to have to compensate with your arms because everything can't be loose. So without proper posture, it's going to be very, very difficult, if not impossible, to get rid of that early arm pull. So pause your video somewhere mid-second pull and have a good look at your posture. If your shoulders are rolled in, chest looks kind of caved in, and also you've lost some length here in front of the torso, then probably you have a problem. Now, other things that you might notice this from are in the snatch, for example, is that you keep missing your lifts to the front. Now, if at some point you've lost your posture, you've lost that tightness in the upper back, you're not going to get it back midway. So if the shoulders are here as you finish your drive, they're going to be here as you catch the bar. And that's why you keep missing them to the front. Also, if you're in this kind of like a slouched position like this, it's going to be very difficult to continue pulling, all right? So what's going to happen is that if you compare it for posture like this, right? So if this happens, then it's going to be very difficult to continue the momentum that you created in the leg drive. It's also going to be very difficult to keep the bar close to you, so it might end up in a loop. What this means now is that as you lose momentum, again, you're going to have to compensate for it with your arms, which is going to be stiff and slow. Another thing that might happen is that as you lose momentum, the pull isn't that dynamic. Then it's very common for the bar to kind of crash into the catch. So if any of these snatch problems sounded familiar to you, then try these drills out. Now, we have two things we're going to focus on. First is your balance, and second is the posture. You can't have one without the other. You have to focus on balance first. Balance is basically the key to all success in Olympic weightlifting. As we are fighting against gravity, the better balanced you are, the better you're able to create vertical force. So the bar path will be straighter. When you have horizontal powers coming in, and now we're just think about like swaying back and forth like this, the bar is going to sway back and forth, and that's going to make everything very difficult. Now, let's look at the power position. Find your balance by rolling through your foot, heels to toes, heels to toes. Where you need your balance to be is mid-foot. Now, you can think about the ball of the foot. I feel like it's the easiest way to go. All right, so you're not on your heels, you're not on your toes, but in the middle, that's where the ball of the foot is. Actually, one of the main reasons for this lack of tightness in the upper back, causing the early arm bend, is that you are too far back. Because now if you're too far back on your heels, you're going to have to compensate by bringing your shoulders to the front. Because gravity. If something goes to the back, something needs to go to the front. All right, so make sure that both your toes and your heels are on the ground, but the pressure is on mid-foot. All right, now from here, you're going to bring your chest high shoulders low, and then press the bar or the broomstick against your body. Now at this point, you can press it really hard and you'll start to feel your upper back working. All right. Once we got that down with the broomstick, we can move on to the bar. Now with the bar, there is this danger that you're going to start thinking too much about the complete snatch, all right? So at this point, I need you to forget about the contact, about speed, explosiveness, opening the hips, everything. Only focus on your balance and your posture. You need to move in even a slow, controlled manner, all right? So just so that you can focus on these things at once. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, but just with the bar. Snatch grip. Find your balance. You can roll through your feet or you can kind of bounce up and down. Both are good. You just need to get a good feel that you're pressing your midfoot against the ground. Bend your legs, chest high, shoulders low, press the bar against your body. Now from here, we're gonna go power position, extension, power position. You need to maintain that ball of the foot on the ground and you need to maintain your posture and you have to keep pushing the bar into your body the whole time through. All right, here we go. Power position, extension, power position. You know it's going well when it's easy to go up and down, as in you're maintaining your balance, and also your torso doesn't change. So the posture stays the same and the bar stays right along your body. I advise everybody to kind of do a small halt. When you come back into the power position, it's going to make it easier for you to balance yourself out. All right, now keep doing that until you feel like you're balanced, as in it's easy to move up and down, up and down, up and down. As long as the drive kind of pushes you out of balance, you need to work on that more. If you videotape yourself, place a camera right next to you on your side so that you can have a look at your shoulders, whether they are going towards the ceiling or towards your face. Okay, so this is what we want. When this happens, it's going to be easy to keep the bar right close to you. Now, the danger zone is usually when you come back down. You have to make sure that when you come back down into the power position, that's not when you let go. Okay, it's not over yet. All right. Once we got that down, controlled manner, up and down, balanced, with posture, we can move slightly lower. And now this is where things usually get difficult. Today we're going to stay above the knee because, well, for most people who have started their Olympic weightlifting as adults, it's going to be easier to work above the knee than below the knee. The shorter the distance, the less things to worry about. All right, so now again, forget about the contact, forget about the hips, forget about the speed. Allow the bar to kind of slide along your body so that it stays close to you, and also allow your legs to kind of find a range of motion in which it's easy for you to maintain your balance. Now, same things, balance and posture. So you have to maintain that pressure point. Be very careful that you don't lift, for example, your toes off the floor. You have to maintain that pressure point midfoot in order to maintain your posture. All right, going down is usually harder than coming up, so pay close attention at that point. So here we go. Power position, get your balance in, chest high, shoulders low, press against the body. And here we go. Slide down, push into extension, come back to power position. Now, you don't need to go any faster than that, all right? Controlled, allowing the bar to slide along your body, and check for the same things as you did in the previous exercise. Bar needs to stay close to you. The pressure point needs to stay mid-foot, and you need to be able to hold on to your posture. Again, I would advise you to do a hold as you come back down into the power position to check your balance and to check your posture. All right. Keep doing that until you feel like it's smooth and nice and balanced. And then we can move on to a high pull. Now, in a high pull, you do want to think about elevating your elbows rather than trying to lift the bar up with your hands. We're going to start from the hips again, just to make it a little bit easier. You don't need to lift the bar any higher than this, all right? Because in a full snatch, it wouldn't come higher than this anyway. All right, so here we go. Again, collect yourself here. Balance, chest, shoulders, press against the body. And then we go. Leg drive, elbow, maintaining the posture as you go. And again, pausing back at the power position will make it a little bit easier. Again, if you videotape it, do it straight from the side so you can have a good look at whether the bar is traveling right along your body and whether you're able to actually maintain that torso still. You want to also look at your chin. Now, when the shoulders cave in, the upper back kind of rounds up, which very easily results in the head following the upper back. So, kind of doing this nodding movement at the top of your pull is usually a telltale sign that you are rounding your back and slouching a little bit. So at the top of the pull, if you're having difficulties figuring out what you're supposed to do, this is one of the things that you can focus on. Keep your chin level or slightly higher and just think tall, really tall. All right. Once we got that down, we can move on to high pull from the hang. Now, again, it's going to be a little bit more difficult as there will be more distance to cover, and also we're going to travel through the contact. Try not to think too much about the contact or speed or explosiveness or opening the hips or anything like that. Just focus on your balance so that you're able to maintain your posture. Allow the bar to kind of slide through the contact. All right, here we go. Balance, posture. And then we go. Maintain the balance, maintain the posture, allow the bar to slide along your body. As you notice, the bar kind of grabs my shirt, and that's a good sign because that tells you that the bar is close to you. Now, you do want to work with the barbell instead of just a broomstick because the weight of the bar will help you relax your arms as you can kind of feel them stretch down due to the weight of the bar. If you feel that it's difficult to work with an empty barbell, by all means, add some weight. Just make sure that you don't add too much speed as you add weight so that you're not able to focus on the balance and the posture anymore. All right. Hope you enjoy your drills. Stay patient. Keep doing these simple drills until they feel nice and smooth and controlled, and then incorporate them into your full lifts. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode. Bye.